Hey guys, welcome back to the replay of another random live stream. Today we're going to be, tonight, sitting out here at the crickets. It's a beautiful night here, and I'm going to chat with you guys for a little bit, have a little bit of food, and enjoy the cool weather and the crickets and the sounds of nature. Hey there, Steph. Kafa Coco, hello. Cutie Pie Pamela, hey Mary. There's Doctor. Doctor's in the house. Hey Frederick and Jenny, Catherine, Kristen, hello everyone. Hi Lisa. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their, what's today? Wednesday night. Got caught up in a little bit of editing, nothing on TV or YouTube, so I wanted to just pop in, chat with you guys for a little bit. I got a little bit of food here I'm going to be munching on, so it won't be a very long stream, but it's a beautiful night out here. It's probably in the, I say 60s, it's supposed to drop down to the 50s tonight. And we are pixelating or focus popping there. What are you eating? I have a chicken salad hoagie. Hey Phoebus. Hey everyone. Yeah, 67, so I was pretty close. Hanging out in your hammock. That sounds like a good place to be. No hammock here, but I do have my lighted patio with Christmas lights, and you can see the lights on the fence. And my fire pit is right back there. Hello in Canada. Hey Ricky. Hoagie, it's a sub, you know, I don't know what's another name for a hoagie. A hero, like Subway, but it's right here. I tore it in half so it doesn't look so good, but it's chicken salad, lettuce, mayonnaise. I took the tomato off. So I'm gonna start chowing down. Hello everyone. Hey Zach. This came from our local supermarket called Garrity's, and a 12-inch of this was about $3. It's actually pretty good priced. Not the best hoagie you'll ever have, but for the price, it's probably the best one for $3. Hey Muppets, and Kristen and Len went to the Tubs today. Hope you enjoyed it. Was it crowded there? More abandoned stuff will start coming out towards the fall and winter time. I have to go back to the Tubs actually in September, mid-September. I'm going to do one more video there of snorkeling the pools one more time to see what else I could find as far as like treasures and stuff. So I'll be heading back there myself. Yeah, if I ever stop there to get stuff, I always pick up. They have, first time I actually saw chicken salad, they had, I always have turkey, ham, Italian, sometimes salami, but chicken salad, something different. Yeah, I'd imagine, but today was actually a cooler day with low humidity, so I'd imagine the water is probably pretty chilly, but still a good time. We got good barbecue in Texas, I'd imagine. Probably some big steaks down there too. I never heard of Portuguese rolls. Yeah, steak and cheese, you can't go wrong. I also like, which is a little bit healthier, is the chicken cheese steak. So you just substitute the greasy steak with the chicken. We make those sometimes on the patio here. Mopar, take a bite. Only thing I'm not eating is the tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. So we're almost into the home stretch of the week here. How's everyone's week going? Is it doing okay? Anything coming up this weekend? Tomorrow I'm going to take Lily Spirit Halloween to a news store location that opened up, so we're going to check that out. And I think that's all we're really doing. I have nothing planned. It's supposed to be hot tomorrow though. And then Friday, got to do some yard work. And I know Monday I'll be back at Knoebels. Over the weekend, don't know what's going on yet. Hey Alan. Yeah, can you guys actually hear like the surrounding sounds, the crickets? Did she redo her hair? Probably over a month ago she did. Hey Jacqueline. There's no mosquitoes tonight. It's pretty cool out, low humidity, so that's the only reason I'm out here. Heading to New York City, that should be fun. I wonder how it is there with the mask situation and stuff like that. Good sandwich. Hey Charles. Yeah, kind of in the yard, out on the patio here. Wish you were here. Well, come on. Got plenty of chairs here. Well, so I do have train videos coming out. As far as live streams, I don't know. It'll happen randomly when I decide to, but I do have Horseshoe Curve coming out. I do have some train spotting and Let's Catch a Train episodes from Altoona. So they'll be coming out in the near future. Excuse me. Good night, Carol. Kitties are doing really good. Jinxie, he's same as always, you know, he's moments where he's, you know, cuddly and affectionate. And other moments where he's acting like Godzilla and knocking things down, but him and Salem are always playing together. And if you guys ever want to follow them, they do have a Facebook page. If you ever want the link, let me know. I'll post it somewhere. And we do share pictures and photos and videos every so often. But they're doing good though, no problems. The gold guy was cool, yeah. I like watching those people. A few people complained saying he was boring or his act was no good. But I actually, when I filmed those clips there, that was actually when his act was just starting. He was just doing stuff just to get a crowd around. As he gets more people, he actually starts doing more things. He's pretty funny too, you know. Everyone has their own style, but he's the type that approaches people, you know, starts walking with them, trying to pretend he's having a conversation. But I've seen him multiple times, and he's always worth watching. The best is when he's like a statue on the bike. Somebody come walking by and he'll just like beep the horn or do something and get a jump out of them. But there was him. There's also another guy all dressed in silver. His skin was painted silver, almost like the Tin Man, doing a similar thing without the bike. Excuse me, but street performers are always entertaining. Melissa, all that's going to be taking place starting in September. I'm going to be going to not all the stores, but several of the big name stores. I've done that last year too. I filmed Home Depot, Lowe's, Dollar Tree, Target, Walmart. So I'll be repeating that this year and adding some more in there. But yeah, those will start being filmed next month. Usually be beginning of September. Beginning of September is when they have everything in. So those will definitely be coming out. I'll be mixing them in here and there, kind of getting towards Halloween time. If you want to hear something a little bit scary too, it won't be scary for everyone obviously, but those of you who know me know I'm not a fan of snakes. I don't like snakes at all. Well, we had a snake in the house last night. And I am so thankful I found it before I went to bed. It was down here, down in the basement here, and I was by the back door putting the garbage by it, and there's a little, I looked it up, it was a little ring-necked snake in the corner right by the door and by the sheetrock, and it startled me. That's the last thing I want to see is a snake. Even though it's harmless, I don't want it in the house, because if they do, I looked up that if they do stay in the house, they can actually lay their eggs in the house, and you might have 50 snakes in your house. So I ended up, they said the best way to do it is to get like a container or like a cardboard box, sweep them into it, which I did, and then I released them down in the woods. So I'm glad I saw them when I did. The last thing I want is a snake roaming around the house. Wasn't a good feeling, but I was glad I was able to handle it myself. Even better to know it was harmless. It was like maybe 12 inches long, size of a pencil. It was all brown with a yellow ring neck and like a light color underbody. But no snakes here. Zach Faga, $10 super chat sticker. Thank you, Zach. The kids catch them. That's like on National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation. Cousin Eddie's kids. Roundup time. Dumps out the box of snakes. Yeah, I'm okay with spiders. Spiders don't bother me, and spiders are actually good having around your house because they catch insects and other things, so I don't mind spiders, but snakes, uh-uh. Do you have any drone videos on the way? Actually, I do. I have a couple videos that have drone footage included, and I have one video coming out from Altoona, which is strictly drone footage. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, I'm in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is known for having lots of snakes. I saw at least 3 or 4 of them this year already, so. Pet snakes. Not for me. I think I'd rather have a tarantula than a pet snake. I've never been to Indiana. Cats would be after them and really get knocked over, probably. Hello, Jacqueline in Texas. We have 2 Jacquelines watching, so thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I actually saw a rattlesnake at 7 Tubs where Christian was today. Timber rattlesnake, my first time ever seeing one. I'll take Jinx, yeah. I'll take Jinx too. We actually have, aside from having a snake in the house, we have regular visitors. Almost nightly, we have a family of raccoons. It's a mother and I think 4 little ones. And they're not so little now, but they did start out little, but they come up and eat the cat food here on the bowls. We have a couple of stray cats to come. We have excuse me, a groundhog that comes during the day to eat the cat food. We have a skunk that sometimes tries to knock over the garbage. And once in a while a possum. But the raccoons are almost nightly. They're probably watching me now. They're like, I wish that guy would leave. We're hungry. Tarantula died 2 weeks ago. Had her 13 years. Wow. I didn't know they lived that long. But sorry for the loss of your pet. You have a mouse in the house. Yeah, we used to have mice in the house until we sealed it up better. Possums are giant rats. The only thing I don't care for is the skunk out of all of that, because whatever reason they spray, then it stinks outside for a good day or two. But I'm glad I'm okay with spiders though, because going into those tunnels and culverts I go into, they're always loaded with spiders, cave crickets, insects, so it doesn't bother me as long as they're not crawling on me. But I'll be encountering more of them in the near future. I have more culverts and tunnels planned. Oh, David, that's not good. Excuse me, about 21 years. At least they had a long life. Yeah, we have a fox you can hear once in a while that screams back in the woods. Sounds like a child screaming. Another cooking with JP. Probably next week. We're going to cook teriyaki chicken and rice on the griddle. I think Jill's going to be cooking this time. I'll be filming and doing commentary. What is the rainbow reflection on your dome? The lights. All that. Hey Brian. You live in an old church that was abandoned for years. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, bats I don't mind either. I'm okay with bats. I've encountered bats down in the mines and caves. We have bats that fly in the backyard nightly. You see the footprints on the dirt. It's funny, after we get a snowfall, you can see footprints coming and going from the woods to the patio here. You know who's visiting. Yeah, bats are pretty intelligent animals. And Kristen, not sure if you went into that abandoned train tunnel along the Lehigh Gorge there. It's called the Turnhole Tunnel. In the wintertime, when I first went there, there was probably over 100 bats in there. So it's a habitat for them in the wintertime. Love the lights, yes. We have these up year round. Gives it a nice kind of ambiance out here. Yeah, you can see who's been in your yard. It's actually a good spot to go in that tunnel and watch the train come back across the bridge. It's also cooler in there too in the hot summer days. Hey, Net Official. You're going to be sending me something very special next week. Awesome, Mary. I'll be on the lookout for it. No, air mattress, there's nothing wrong with that. They're pretty comfortable. Raccoons can be destructive. Yeah, possibly. They're not too destructive here. They just like to eat, and sometimes they make a mess, but for the most part, they're not destructive here. No, nothing happened at Jinx or Salem. We were just, people were asking how they're doing, but another viewer said that two cats passed away after 21 years or had to be put down from being sick. But now Jinx and Salem are completely fine. Squirrels. Yeah, we have a squirrel that comes once in a while too, gets cat food. They also like to raid the bird food that falls on the ground. No, I've never been to Strasbourg. Excuse me. Hey Trevor. Yeah, it was supposed to happen in May, but Didn't happen. All right. Well, Mary, feel free to reach out to me. Let me know when it's actually in the mail. Hey, Adam Tereska, how you doing? Yeah, so those of you who do know, mail call won't be this Sunday. It'll be the off week, and we'll pick up next Sunday. And those of you who are curious too, I did put out a questionnaire type of post on my community tab asking for some input and feedback about Sunday Night Live going into next year, 2021. Just on any suggestions, recommendations, stuff like that. Anything they'd like to see changed, or even if you want it to remain the same. I've gotten several good suggestions. A lot of people want to see it remain the same, but the one thing that's been common amongst most people commenting is that they want to see it start earlier. So we're probably going to alter the time, and starting next year in January, we'll be starting at 8 p.m. on Sunday Night Live. And there's a couple suggestions that were mentioned that I may be able to mix in from time to time, and hopefully make it even better than it already is. Day and night is good. Just hanging out with you guys, spend time with Lily tonight. Jill's actually gone. She had to go down to Maryland for work this evening to transport family members. So her and her co-worker are working really late tonight. So it's just me and Lily for most of the day. And I guess I got caught up on some editing, and nothing on YouTube, nothing on TV to watch because I don't have cable, so it's YouTube or Netflix or streaming movies, but just wanted to come hang out with you guys for a little bit. Alright, Adam, I'll definitely let you know. Thanks, Bridget. Is Knoebels closed? Nope, it's open. It was just there on Monday, and I'll be there this coming Monday. Baseball's on. They have the cardboard cutouts in the stands. Netflix sucks. Depends on the month. We get Netflix for free with our phone plan, so we don't even pay for Netflix. So can't complain too much. Thank you, Jacqueline. Hope you have a wonderful day as well. Yeah, we've stayed in the cabins multiple times. It's a lot of fun. The only recommendation I do think someone should consider doing is bringing a small air conditioner, because the cabins get really, really hot. So, but yeah, we've stayed multiple years in the cabins for a week at a time. Hey, Jenny. It doesn't get eerily quiet. It pretty much stays like this. I saw a picture on Facebook and the one cutout was Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's. It's kind of funny seeing that. Minecraft, I just can't do games. Very seldom. I could play like RC Pro-Am and stuff like that, but good night, Julie. Hey, Leslie. Hey, there's Danielle. Does anybody getting ready for Halloween time? Has anyone getting decorations pulled out yet, or doing any shopping or browsing or anything like that? I do know a few people that are already starting to decorate for Halloween. They get an early jump on it. Hey, James. Good night, Kristen. Talk to you soon. What are you going to cook when you do? The next meal will be probably teriyaki chicken and rice next week sometime, either Tuesday or Thursday. And then upcoming in the next week or two, we'll be doing a restaurant review. An owner of a restaurant reached out to me and asked me to do a chow time episode to try out his food, so that'll be pretty exciting too. Bought some masks today. I actually did too, Mitch. I actually ordered offline more of those pullover sleeves. I know those are not like official masks, but they are acceptable. So I ordered, there was a deal, I think it was 4 or 5 of them for $20. So I ordered those just to have some extras, and they're a Halloween themed. One's a jack-o'-lantern, one's a skull, one's a darkened flag. Excuse me, and I think you get 2 mystery ones, so I'll have those for the fall time. Yeah, teriyaki chicken and fried rice. Hurricane, Leslie. Well, hopefully you stay safe. Hey, Nick. Candy, yes. I always good to stock up on candy, and thanks to many of the viewers, I always have a supply of candy on hand, even candy bars. All right, Nick. Sorry, Ricky. That is the Cataminium, as I like to call it. It's where Jinx and Salem go to get their outdoor time. Yeah, it's going to be kind of lousy for Halloween time, because even places that have parties or trick-or-treating are not even doing it this year. I don't think too many homes are going to want trick-or-treaters coming to their house. So, you know, as a family, we love to dress up. So one way or another, we're going to make the best of it. We'll find something to enjoy ourselves and give us a reason to dress up. To my left side, that's a cat tree house, birdhouse. Say nope, sorry kids. Did you see them working on an Impulse at Knoebels? Yeah, they have the new ride cars. They were doing testing on it. Live streaming Halloween night party at JP's. Well, I live streamed a Halloween party at RJ's last time, which was a great time, but he's not having it this year. It looks scary out there. No, it's beautiful out here. Margaret in Longview, Texas. Welcome. Yes, candy's always good. I don't know what other people are going to be doing. Like, one way or another, I'll be dressing up, even if it's me sitting out here as Jason Voorhees on Halloween time, streaming. One way or another, I'm dressing up. We'll make the best of it. So, but if there's something we could kind of do as a group, it would be kind of fun. Though we don't get many trick-or-treaters here, even on a regular season. Not many kids in this section of the neighborhood. Favorite candy? I just love Hershey bar with almonds. It's probably my favorite. Hey Karen. Horror movie marathon. That's pretty much any time of the year we watch horror movies. Jill's not into horror. It's usually me and Lily. No piano. Drive stream in costume and a Sheetz food stop. But the only problem with that, Adam, is having to wear a mask to go into Sheetz. It'd be kind of hard to do that with the mask on. A Halloween mask. Yeah, it's peaceful out here. It's, as you can see behind me here, it's dark out there. It's all woods. Hey, in Virginia. Hello, Edward. Yeah, it would be funny. I mean, I went through Walmart dressed as a zombie, so I mean, I'm not opposed to doing it. So those of you that do like horror movies, do you actually get scared by them? or do you just find them to be entertaining to watch? I don't think there's any movie. Okay, let me retract that. When I was younger, as a younger kid, I watched Fire in the Skies, the true story about the alien abduction. That did scare me. But any other horror movie, I don't remember ever scaring me. It's more or less just entertaining, sometimes almost laughable, but I don't get scared of them. Jason video too, yeah, walking around Scranton as Jason. Depends on the horror movie. So what type of horror movie does scare you? Is it like something that could be potentially real, like The Purge, or like a Michael Myers type of thing? Like what actually does scare you? Poltergeist, yeah. Exorcist was kind of scary, but it didn't scare me, but it definitely kept me on the edge of my seat. The true ones, yeah, I can see those potentially giving you maybe nightmares or thoughts in the back of your head. Aliens. Yeah, like I said, Fire in the Sky did scare me as a kid, just because it was a true story and thinking that potentially that could happen. Brenda in North Carolina, welcome. And the dryer just shut off, so now it's even more quiet. 80s horror, but I love 80s horror, especially Friday the 13th series. It's not scary, it's just entertaining. Just saw Blair Witch a couple days ago, and there's actually a new Blair Witch. Not sure if you guys knew that. It came out in 2016. It's supposed to be like a follow-up of the girl who died. I forget her name, Stephanie maybe or something, but her brother is supposedly looking for her. We watched that one too. I think that one's a little bit better than the original, but it's still, yeah, still leaves you scratching your head some moments, you know. So many of them could actually happen. Yeah, I guess depending on where you live. I haven't seen a lot of horror movies, like especially newer ones. Like I never saw the movies, the Saw movies, the series. What else didn't I see? I only saw one or two of Halloween with Michael Myers. I've seen Critters, that 80s movie with those little critter guys. Leprechaun was one I saw. What else? Not as many newer modern ones. I like the older ones. Hellraiser, yes, those are good. Pinhead. I was doing some research too. The movie Freddy vs. Jason. I actually enjoyed that movie. There was supposed to be a script that brought in Hellraiser into that movie, but never happened though. Gremlins. I think Gremlins is just entertaining and funny. I don't know why. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, yeah, I don't think I saw the original. I saw the newer one. Yeah, the classics. Killer Clowns of Outer Space, that's a goofy movie. I actually think it's on Netflix right now. Carrie, I didn't see. White Noise, I like that movie with Michael Keaton. Anything regarding paranormal, I definitely like. Yeah, White Noise is good. There's one too, like Pet Sematary I like. That's not scary to me, but it's intriguing. Me and Joe were talking about it recently too. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like this little tiny, not like a leprechaun, almost like a little troll, and it like sucks the breath out of you. And this cat would save this little boy's life from it happening to him. I can't remember the name of it. It's like Whisper or Breath or something. I can't remember the name of it, but this little tiny, whatever it is, like would suck the life out of you. I think it's like 80s or 90s. But she said that actually gave her nightmares. The baby in Pet Sematary, is that Gage? Cat's Eye, yes, that's it. I haven't seen that in a long time, but she doesn't like that movie. The Box? No, I've never seen The Box. Chucky. I think Chucky was scary to me as a kid, but now watching it, it's just, you know, another one of those goofy movies, I consider it. Didn't Carrie, like the one with she's at the prom or something like that? I remember seeing the box cover at like Blockbuster. Never saw Annabelle. You know what I want to see too? I've seen parts of it but never all the way through, is the Ring. With the girl with the long hair coming out of the well. Cujo, yes, I remember Cujo. That one wasn't scary. I mean, I guess you could say kind of scary. Just because you were, you know, fearing for the people's lives, but... Yeah, I haven't seen Cujo since I was a little kid, I think. But what about the Purge movies? Did you guys see those at all? Or what's the one? The Haunting, I think it's called? Or... No, Paranormal Activity. That's where they're in the home and they have the... It's supposed to be like amateur footage, but they just have the camera rolling the whole time. You hear like that loud hum in the background. But you never really see much. You see like... I don't know. It was kind of disappointing, I think. Pet Sematary 2 I saw as well. The Blob. And what about Tales from the Crypt? You guys remember that? I used to love watching Tales from the Crypt. Silent Hill. Hills Have Eyes. Chucky Garage. Nice. I remember in the one episode of Tales from the Crypt where they, a group of friends went swimming at a lake and they went on this dock, or they swam out to this dock, a floating dock, and this black like sludge was like floating on the water, and if anybody was swimming it would kind of like pull them under, and there was like one lone survivor on the dock, and like this sludge was coming up through the dock cracks, and eventually I think it killed all of them, and like the radio was just left playing by itself. I think that was one of the episodes. I like that one. I just like Crypt Keeper though. He was kind of funny. Alfred Hitchcock. You know the ones that don't scare me though is like Psycho. What are the other ones? Alfred Hitchcock movies don't really scare me much. But Twilight Zone, stuff like that. Those are just kind of interesting. Oh, was it Creepshow 2? I thought it was Crypt Keeper. I do remember Creepshow 2. I couldn't remember which one. And Tales from the Crypt actually had a lot of famous actors on it too. I didn't realize before they were kind of like big and famous. So it's kind of neat to see them. The Haunting. Now is that the one with Liam Neeson? Where he's at the that mansion and the girl has to kind of fight out the spirits. I can't remember which one it is. I get them confused sometimes. Another one I like too is the movie Signs with Mel Gibson, and I think it's Joaquin Phoenix with the UFOs. Maximum Overdrive. That's just a really classic cheesy movie, but it's not scary. The girl coming out of the well is The Grudge. Oh, okay. I thought it was The Ring. Sorry. I get them confused. Yeah, Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta-Jones. I saw that in the movies. That's a pretty good movie. The Nun. Nun was disappointing. So was Slender Man. They didn't show enough of the character. Yeah, I never saw the Saw movies. I guess they would be considered horror. What about, you know what's another good one too? Not so much horror, but kind of like thriller. Thriller suspense is oh, that one with Paul Walker. You know, where he's on the CB radio talking to Candy Cane and Rusty Nail. I can't think of the name of it, but it's a really good movie though. Phantasm I've never seen. The Nun I think had potential, but it was a letdown. The games are scarier than the movie. Joyride, yes. Saw movies are scary and fun. I've seen spoofs of the Saw movie, like from like Scary Movie, where they do the spoofs of the scary movies. That's probably the only part I've ever seen of it. Yeah, we talked about Hellraiser. I like Pinhead. The Others. Is that the one with Nicole Kidman? Is that The Others? If so, I definitely saw that. With her kids. and they're the ones who thought they were being haunted, but they're the ghosts, right? Never seen the Joker movies. Hey, Lisa. Paranormal's, you know, it led you, like, kept you suspenseful, but it was disappointing, though. I need to watch the others. I haven't seen that since it actually came out. That was the only time I saw it. Friday. Yeah, the scary movies with the Wayans brothers, those are pretty good. Children of the Corn. I don't think I've ever seen that. Too much thinking. Kind of takes away from the horror part when you're sitting there trying to act like a detective or an investigator. Rob Zombie movies. Was it House of a Thousand Corpses? There's others I've seen too, I just can't remember offhand. Some of them just don't stand out to me. You want to watch a scary movie now? It's always a good time for a scary movie. Halloween H2O, never saw that one. Trying to remember what else, I don't know. I saw most of Nightmare on Elm Street. Although I do like him, I am definitely a big fan of Friday the 13th more. I guess probably just because my name's Jason, I just kind of got a connection with him, you know, having the same name. Prefer thriller to horror. I mean, with me loving horror as much as I do, comedies are my #1 favorite genre of movies. Jeepers Creepers, that one, another one that had potential, but it was kind of a letdown. I didn't find it scary. I actually saw both Jeepers Creepers. I think the second one is with the high school, and it was like the football team. They're on the school bus, and the bus breaks down, and one by one he like rips them out of the bus or something like that, I think. Yeah, I've seen them all too, Jody. And people may not agree, but my favorite one is Jason 8, where Jason takes Manhattan. I don't know, I just like that one where he's in the city, out of his element, but still just kicking butt, you know? Yeah, Lily likes the scary movies. She had me watch one with her today. I never heard of it. It's called Babadook, I think it is, Babadook. I think it's like from the UK, but it's about this monster that kind of looks like a combination of like the Mad Hatter and like a crow person, and ends up possessing the mom. The mom has to fight it off, and the kid has all these mental problems because the dad died delivering the mom to the hospital for the delivery. It's kind of a messed up movie. Not really for kids either, with some of the more adult things that happen in there, but it was different. But she wanted me to watch it, and we watched it. It was it was something, you know. Babadook. Definitely strange. Pumpkinhead. I don't think I ever saw those. Cabin in the Woods. I may have saw that. You know which one is really horrible? It's called Cabin Fever. It has there's two people in there that are semi-famous. One I think came from a 90s sitcom show or TV show. Do you guys remember a show with Fred Savage's little brother? It was his TV show, and there was a teacher called Mr. Feeney. Well, anyways, whatever that show was, Fred Savage's little brother, his friend in that movie is in Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever was such a disappointment. I saw it in the movies. I thought I was going to ask for a refund. Boy Meets World, yeah. So the guy, his friend in Boy Meets World, is in Cabin Fever, and the other guy is actually in one of the scary movies. But Cabin Fever, where they get like this, I guess they get like this virus or this like infection, and it starts like making their skin kind of boil or fall off. I remember it was just really stupid though. I don't recommend watching it. Anonymous, yes, I'm doing good. Hopefully you are as well. Mary will BRB. Okay. The Good Son, yeah, I've seen that with Macaulay Culkin. It actually reminded me of that Babadook movie I'm talking about. Reminded me of The Good Son, where the kid was just kind of weird and, you know, evil, you know. So that definitely came to mind when I watched that. Dracula, Mummy. Now, what about the Mummy movies with Brendan Fraser? I don't consider those scary at all. I actually love those movies, though. It's really well done. And although the Mummy, the old black and white Mummy movies are supposed to be scary, the more modern ones, at least the first two, are excellent with Brendan Fraser. I don't think they're scary at all, but I get really hooked. I could watch those on repeat, almost like Indiana Jones. Addams Family. Yes, I remember the original Addams Family. I used to watch The Munsters too, which was comedy, but it was still entertaining though. Strangers 2. I don't think I've even heard of that one. Yeah, not scary, just cool. I agree. Yeah, they definitely very similar. The Munsters. Hey, those of you who remember the Munsters, do you have a favorite character? Mine was Grandpa. Secret Window. I don't believe I've seen that one. Addams Family movies are a lot of fun. They're on, I think they're on Netflix right now too. But definitely have to keep in mind some of these names are getting thrown out there that I haven't seen to see for myself. Hey, Super B. Herman. Yeah, he was pretty funny. And those of you that don't know, Herman, who played Herman Munster, was in, I think, the original Pet Sematary. Creature from the Black Lagoon, Wolfman, Johnny Depp's Secret Window. I've heard of it, just never saw it. Dark humor. Yeah, a lot of memories being brought back though. I love when we get in on these little topics of conversation, whether it's music or movies. It helps relive some of the things I've kind of forgotten about watching as a kid or growing up, or even just even left my mind to even realize it still existed out there, you know. Swamp Thing, yes, I've seen Swamp Thing. Not scary, but it was interesting. Christine, yes. Awesome, awesome movie. I don't find it scary, just a really awesome movie though. I love the ending though, where you gotta literally crush it with the bulldozer. Big Dave Food Reviews, what's up? Anybody see the movie Christine? I'm sure most people have. That is a classic. Fright Night. I remember seeing that. I may have watched pieces of it, or parts of it. Christine terrified you. It's just a really cool movie. The car reconstructed itself, and how he kind of... What was his name in the movie? I can't remember, but the guy who played the main character who drove Christine, he played that part really well. You know, how he would start off all nerdy and dorky and turn into like this really deep and kind of sadistic person. Matt Damon. Haven't heard that name in a while. 57 Fury, yep. And they said that they picked that car because it was not so popular at the time. But after that movie came out, they had like record sales, or people trying to buy them up. Like the price tags soared through the roof for Plymouth Furies. Arnie, yes. I like too the part where Christine the car is getting revenge, and I think it's when is it on flames? I can't remember, but the guy's running down the street, the pudgier guy, and he goes down that narrow corridor. He's like, you can't get me, and the car just starts revving the engine and starts kind of squeezing its way down there and crushes him. That's a really cool part too. No, I don't smoke anything. Yeah, you guys remember that part. those are the kind of movies I prefer over the modern day stuff. You know, it just has you, you know, you're just waiting to see what's going to happen next. You know, it's like you don't want to even go to the bathroom because it's just so entertaining, so engaging. The Shining, I've seen pieces of that. I say pieces, I mean parts of it. Langoliers, I never saw that. I actually heard about it recently through a friend of mine that was trying to find it at the dollar store. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard him mention that movie a couple times. Yeah, we talked about Maximum Overdrive. I don't find it scary, just a entertaining, cheesy movie. Yep, Stand By Me. Not scary, but a great movie. There's a movie I watched too. I remember I was back in high school. I was on a date with a girl I was dating, and we were over her house. And we went to Blockbuster. I remember the Blockbuster nights, and we rented Dr. Giggles. And it was supposed to be a horror movie or a scary movie. And I remember what the guy looks like. I remember he was like wearing the white lab coat and he would giggle all the time. But I don't remember what it was about really, but I remember we watched Dr. Giggles. Dark Waters. I've heard about that too. I heard that's really good. You know, it's another one that's not really a scary movie, but obviously has a potential of happening, is Taken with Liam Neeson. That is a really fantastic movie. Just seeing, you know, what was involved and all the steps he had to go through to save his daughter, and to know that those type of things actually do happen in the real world. So it is kind of scary in that aspect, but Taken is an amazing movie. One of his best. You laugh at anything with projectile blood. Rocky Horror Picture Show. I don't think I've seen that. I heard of it though. I saw I think there's 3 Takens. First one's the best, second one's not bad, third one they shouldn't have made. JB, you're welcome, I think. Okay. Mama is a good movie, good horror movie. Never heard of that one. Mary's back, woohoo! The Arrival. Is that with Charlie Sheen and the whole alien thing? I saw that a few times. That's kind of cheesy, but I still like it some way. I don't know why, I still like it. What's weird with The Arrival though is when he goes into like that pod where it kind of transforms him to that alien looking skin. And then the kid with the one who was helping him, and his like legs break backwards, and he starts running off into the desert. 28 Days Later, I think I saw that. Is that the one with the virus? I can't remember if I saw 28 Days Later. And also The Road is another decent movie about like a post-apocalyptic survival, which actually they filmed parts of it at the abandoned turnpike tunnels in Breezewood. Aliens, yes, the original Alien I did see. You never heard of Taken? Mary, you gotta watch it. So good. Never saw The Cube. I actually never heard of The Cube. Hell House? Yeah, I'm not sure. Jacob's Ladder. I've heard of that. Never saw that one. Taken at the $5 bin. It was on Netflix for a while. Yeah, Adam, I knew you had interest in seeing that because of the turnpike tunnels. That's a pretty good movie. But 28 Days Later, is that the one I was remembering where it's the virus and then she goes to like this area that's kind of being protected by like the military? It's like maybe in the UK or something. I can't remember for certain. Yeah, we mentioned Killer Clowns before. That's goofy, that movie. By no means scary. Okay, so that is the right one, yeah. Now here's a classic movie. I believe it's Steven Spielberg. No wait, let me think now. I get these confused sometimes, so if I'm wrong, I do apologize. But the movie Duel, with that old tanker truck that's chasing the guy for like miles and miles and miles, trying to kill him. Is that Stephen King or Steven Spielberg? But anyways, that movie is kind of cheesy, but I could watch the whole thing, you know, end to end. And it's actually on YouTube for free. But the movie Duel, I think that's Steven Spielberg. I don't know. I can't remember who the hell it is. Yeah, I actually think it is 70s. But who is it? Spielberg? I always get those confused. Stephen King, I know, is It. Steven Spielberg, yeah, okay, so you're right. Another one too, if you guys don't remember, you may remember. It's not really a horror movie. It's more of a suspense, but I just had it on the tip of my tongue here. Give me a minute, I'll think of it. Dennis Weaver and Duel, yeah. I actually like Duel. But if you guys want to see Duel, it's on YouTube for free, the whole movie. Oh, The Wraith. You guys remember that movie with Charlie Sheen? Where he's like driving that, the Turbo Interceptor, and he's like killing off the, what's his name? Is his name Packard? I think his name is Packard. Him and his like bullies that race people and steal their cars. The Wraith. That's a really good movie. Mist. Not sure I even heard of that one. Packard, yep. Yeah, somebody else mentioned Mama. I never heard of that one. The only one I know is Throw Mama from the Train. Hey Garnet, yeah, we're talking about horror, scary. It kind of got started about if there's any movies that really scare you, that have you fearful of, you know, like potentially happening in real life or anything like that. Old radio theater horror. Valerie, yeah. Yeah, we talked about Christine. Christine's awesome. Arnie. Jaws, yeah, original Jaws, good movie. Potential to be scary, you know. It's one of the. I don't like the ocean, you know, and not to say that's the cause of it, but definitely rolls through the back of your mind of all the dangerous creatures in the ocean, but jellyfish, stingrays. So even though we go to the beach, I'm not a big fan of like going deep into the ocean. Jurassic Park. Oh, that's awesome! You got to sit in that. Didn't swim in the ocean for decades, so Stephanie understands. Gotta see The Wraith. That's a classic movie, especially if you like cars and people getting revenge. Was that a fish fry? Go figure. Orca killer whale movie. Only one I've seen with that was Free Willy. Jaws 3D. What about The Exorcist? You guys, I've seen the original Exorcist, which is really good. I've seen the second one, which was so-so. Then I saw, I think it's Exorcist Diary of Emily Rose, I think it is. That one wasn't too bad. That's supposed to be based off a true story. You don't like the Jaws movies. See, I'm kind of solo on the horror stuff and the scary stuff. Jill doesn't like any of that stuff. So it's either me watching it alone, or if it's appropriate for Lily, she'll watch. Andrea, yeah, there's a bunch of us up here tonight. This is supposed to be a short stream, but we got on the topic of horror movies, and we've been talking about it for the last like 25 minutes now. The Omen, I think I may have seen that. Exorcism, Emily Rose, yeah, that might be it. I thought it was Diary of Emily Rose, but either way, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the original Exorcist, though, I had Lily watch it. She liked it. I like Jason Miller in there as the priest. War of the Worlds. Is that with the aliens, too? I may have seen parts of that one. I know they did a spoof of that in Scary Movie 3 or 4, I think. Texas Chainsaw, Leatherface. Oh, you know what's another one too? It's kind of cheesy, but I still watch it from time to time. Is House of Wax. I think it stars Paris Hilton, if I'm not mistaken, but it also stars Sam from Supernatural. But House of Wax, you guys ever seen that one? That one's not too bad. Diary of Emily Rose. So yeah, I guess they made a movie of it. Yeah, Hellraiser Pinhead we talked about before. Yeah, Melissa likes House of Wax. Yeah, that's good. You know what part I get cringy at is when her mouth is super glued and she's trying to get her brother's attention, and that guy snips off her finger with the pliers. I'm like, oh, just the sound of it. And then she can't scream because her mouth is glued shut. Yeah, House of Wax, I recommend watching. It's not the best movie. The parts leading up to it it's just a waste of time. But once they actually get into that town, though, that's when it gets good. And it's neat too. I find it interesting how the town is almost like a giant animatronic town, like where everything just comes to life. There's like, you know, animatronics and, you know, lights and things that seem like it's active, but it's not. Hey, Matt MPG popping in, talking about scary horror movies. I saw the older House of Wax. I never saw the older one. I only saw the more modern one. Is the older one worth watching, you think? Cheese-tastic. Keeps me off my seat. Then you get sore legs. You gotta sit down sometimes. Shining with Jack Nicholson. Here's Johnny. Kind of like The Good Son, but what? Girl's the main character. Not sure what that one is. All the originals are worth watching. Puppet Master. Yes, I've seen Puppet Master. Good night, Darlene. Hopefully no nightmares. Lake Placid. I don't think I've seen that one. Human Centipede. That doesn't even sound good. I haven't seen The Good Son in a while, but I do remember it was pretty good. Silver Bullet. I don't think I saw that one. What about oh, you know what? We didn't mention. I'm surprised. Is Silence of the Lambs. You know, is that scary to you, or is it more just like intense? And also Red Dragon, which is kind of like the spin-off of that, but it still includes Anthony Hopkins. He's amazing in those movies. Oh my god, yes. Oh yes. Resident Evil, never saw those. Psychological thrillers, yeah, that's what they'd be considered. Red Dragon I like a lot. I saw that in the movies. That has the guy in it from Fight Club. I don't remember his name, but he was pretty good in that movie. Never saw Firestarter. Yeah, a few people said Mama. I never heard of that one. Yeah, we said Signs. I like Signs. Mel Gibson. Joaquin Phoenix. Swing Away. Smashes all the water. Pumpkinhead. "1408" is John Cusack. 1408 a movie? Never heard of that. Children of the Corn. I may have seen parts of it. I don't remember too much of it though. But definitely brought back a lot of memories, and some movies I'm going to add to my list to check out. Would You Rather on Netflix? Excuse me. Alien, yeah, we saw the original Alien was good. I thought it was. I like the Alien ride, which is they took it away. It was that Hollywood Studios inside the Great Movie Ride. They have that alien scene. Yeah, Matt, you're coming in late. We talked about a lot of them already, but definitely good ones you're mentioning. The Stuff. Never heard of that one. I may have to watch House of Wax maybe tomorrow. That now that I got that on my mind, I'm thinking of that. Like, I like to have Lily watch that. It has some cringe moments to it. The Grudge. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Is that the one where she's at that house? She's kind of like taking care of the old lady, or the old, I think it's the old lady, like the kid with like the bowl cut in the eyes. He's like kind of like walking like that. Is that The Grudge? If so, I did see that. Yep. Okay. So yeah, I did see that. They did spoof that in the one Scary Movie, and when the kid was coming out, he fell down the steps, started tumbling down. He's like meowing. Yeah, we mentioned Killer Clowns before. Yeah, Matt, we were talking about it earlier. Not sure what people are going to be doing for Halloween time. I don't think many people are going to be having trick-or-treaters at their house, and a lot of places are canceling their events. So I was trying to think what I'm going to do. I said, worst comes to worst, I'll just sit here dressed as Jason Voorhees and stream on Halloween. Ghost Ship. I think I've seen Ghost Ship. Matt, do you get trick-or-treaters there, or are you just decorating it just for the sake of it? Despite how much we love Halloween and horror and stuff, we don't decorate much here at the house. We go out more so for Christmas than for Halloween, but I love seeing stuff. Decorations and people's displays. Psycho, yeah. I saw the Psycho with Vince Vaughn. You guys ever see that one? That's the Psycho I've seen. That one was kind of so-so. The Cell. I may have seen The Cell. I can't remember what it's about. Still go trick-or-treating and you're old. Where do you go, the bars? The Crow. I've heard of that one. I don't think I've seen The Crow. Yeah, RJ had a fantastic Halloween party last year, but not happened this year. We had Bigfoot there. We had Pennywise. We had Voorhees. It was a good time. Can't watch Vince Vaughn. He's good in some movies, like Wedding Crashers. He's also good in Couples Therapy, I think it is. That's another decent one I like. Not scary, just funny. Well guys, I think I'm going to be wrapping things up in just a minute or two. I'm starting to actually get sore sitting like this. I'm just trying to keep my eyes on the chat, but this has been a really fun stream tonight. Just kind of spare the moment, sitting out here at the Crickets, and had a chicken salad hoagie for those of you who came in late, and we talked about horror. So all in all, it was a good time. Wrong Turn, yes, that's another one I saw. That's pretty good. Yeah, time to watch a scary movie. Absolutely, go grab one, throw it in the DVD player, or Netflix it, and happy nightmares. You gotta get back to surgery. Don't tell me you took a break from surgery to watch my stream. Not even sure what you want to do, what you're doing surgery on this hour of night, but I'd rather not know. Alright guys, well, hope you enjoy the rest of your night. If you do watch a horror movie, enjoy it. Get some popcorn, have a good time. Tomorrow, Thursday, I don't think there's going to be anything coming out unless it's something spontaneous. But Friday, we will be back with a premiere Friday night, 8 p.m. You can tune in, watch the premiere live, and chat just like you are now. So if you have the time, watch it live with us. If not, you'll catch it as the replay. But next week we'll be back with some more Chow Time episodes with some food and some other stuff. So until then, guys, thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see all of you in the next video.